On February 19, 2010 at 7:30 a.m., a young man in Oregon, Ohio received a phone call that forever changed his life. After several long years of waiting and praying, on this day he would finally receive his new heart and lungs. The young man is my cousin Bobby, and he is in the audience today thanks to the gift of life from an organ donor. I believe strongly in organ donation, as I have seen it, how one donation can affect so many. If the young man whose organs Bobby received had not signed up to be an organ donor, my cousin may not be here today. Today I want to persuade you that there is a growing problem of organ donation shortages, and this can be solved through a greater increase in awareness and donor registration to increase the supply. There is a growing shortage of donor organs available in the United States. Nationally, 114,000 patients are on the waiting list for organ transplants. Roughly 92,000 patients alone need kidney transplants, according to the United Network for Organ Sharing, or also known as UNOS. These kidneys can be provided by living or deceased donors. Here you can see a breakdown of the other organs that are needed. We have kidney, around 92,000, liver, 15,972, heart, 3,230, kidney, pancreas, 2,161, lung, 1,600. We have intestine, and then we have heart and lung for 55. Patients typically wait 3 to 5 years for donated organs to be available. In 2011, a total of 6,669 patients died waiting for organ transplants, even though 2.5 million Americans died and many of their good organs were buried or burned. The demand for organs outweighs the supply, as there were only 28,535 transplants in 2011. A new name is added to the national list every 10 minutes. And here's the growing need for organs. We have in 1989, 5,927 were donors on the light green line. And in 2009, there was 14,630. The burgundy line represents transplants. And in 1989, there was 13,140, and in 2009, 28,463. And then the gray line represents the waiting list. And as you can see, it goes up and up. In 1989, 17,917, and in 2009, 105,567. The solution to the problem of a shortage of organ donations is to increase the supply of the available organs. This can be accomplished by more people becoming donors. Donors could be of any age, from newborn to 90 plus. You can become a donor several ways. Discussion should be made between family members, as this increases the rate at which someone decides to become a donor. Also, since May of this year, one can now mark their organ donor status on their Facebook page to help promote donation. Finally, hospitals are starting to change their procedures to make transplant an easier decision. They are asking more questions about possible donors. Sometimes this is all that is needed to receive a donation. Many myths can hurt the chances of someone deciding to become a donor, though. Here are several myths. Myth number 1, if the hospital knows I'm an organ donor, the doctors won't try to save my life. Fact, hospital staff cannot access the donor registry, and they don't manage the organ recovery process. Organ and tissue recovery happens only after all life-saving efforts have been exhausted and death has been legally declared. Myth number 2, organ and tissue donation will leave my body not presentable for a funeral or memorial service. Fact, donated organs are surgically removed, similar to gallbladder or appendix surgery. Donation does not change the body's appearance. Myth number 3, my religion does not approve of organ donation. Fact, all major religions in the U.S. support organ, eye, and tissue donation. Some leave it to personal choice. Others encourage it and consider a charitable donation. To conclude, the shortage of donor organs is a real issue that gets worse every year and can only be solved by you becoming a donor. There are several ways for you to become a donor in Ohio. 1, speak with your family or next of kin to inform them of your decision. 2, you can mark yourself as an organ donor when you register for your Ohio driver's license. Or also, an Ohio resident can visit donatelifeohio.org and register to be an organ donor. I would like to show you a short video.
She discovered pulled to donate, and she saved my life.
Doctors did everything they could to save her. She did something very selfless to save me.
We discovered organ donation wasn't against our religion.
And they answered someone's prayers.
Those awaiting transplants have many faces, and so do the people who can help.
Register as an organ, eye, and tissue donor today.
It costs nothing.
It means everything. Register at donatelifeohio.org.
Finally, here are some resources that can help you an easy decision to donate life and become an organ donor. www.donatelifeohio.org, www.organdonor.gov, www.donatelife.net, and www.unos.org. Thank you.